What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of This Is Us Season 3, Episode 6, Kamasamida. I think I pronounced that right. Maybe I didn't. I think I did. All right, so we open up with Kate calling everybody to let them know she pregos, you know, she's about to have a baby. She called Beth first, and then she called Madison, and Madison just screaming at the top of her lungs. And then she called Randall, and Randall is screaming at a decibel that I didn't even know existed. He like super duper happy. I'm surprised that she's actually sharing the news already because, you know, especially sometimes when mothers lose a child, they aren't so quick to be excited about the new baby too soon because they want to make sure that they have it. But, you know, Kate's excited, so I guess it's a good thing. It shows that her, mentally she's a little bit stronger than I expected her to be. Well, Randall asked her, because he speak with Toby, and she like, nah, Toby is depressed right now. He's not depressed about the baby, but he just going through right now. And then it became a whole discussion through the family about Toby and his him getting off his meds, but he back on them now. You know, they just haven't kicked in, and his situation has improved, and like he's really going through. We saw it. He's going through. He's sitting up in his room. He all alone in the dark. His tone of voice is all one tone. He feels tired all the time. He doesn't want to participate in regular life activities. Those of us that are diagnosed with depression know exactly how Toby is feeling right now. And we just want to be left alone. All we want to do is just be left alone. Toby need to talk to somebody. And not just Kate. He need somebody that's professional, that actually cares about his well-being. Let me add that point on, because sometimes these professionals don't really care about our well-being. They're going through the motions themselves. And a lot of times they just push meds on us just so they ain't got to do the real work, in my opinion. Okay. I don't know, like say, I was about to say that, okay. So, kids, they playing video games, and Randall is getting his butt whipped, like, you know, by Kevin. And Kevin is a sore winner. Like, got house guests, sorry about that. So Kevin, like I said, is a sore winner. You know, he rough Randall up, he rough house him, toss him to the ground, climb on top of him like victory is mine, yada yada this, yada yada that. And as a kid growing up, I used to do that too. I can't even front. Don't let me win against you as a child. I am gloating big time. Like, shit, as an adult, get me on the spades table, get me slapping some bones. Oh, I'm talking, but might be say some cash money shit up in there. And don't lose. Don't do it. I'm talking shit during the game just because I'm winning a hand or a round or what have you. Let me win for real, for real. It's my duty to make you feel embarrassed that you lost. I'm just saying. Like, I got a friend, back in the day we was playing concrete tackle football. Broke his leg. I broke his leg because I knocked him into a curb and it cracked his ankle. To this day, I still talk about that. I hurt that man. He was walking around in crutches. He played for the real school football team and couldn't play because his fucking ankle was broke. Because some girl out here playing concrete tackle football with him in the middle of the street broke his fucking leg. And I still brag about that to this day. Yes, I do. Hey, D. I love him. He laughed about it now too, though. But, you know, shoot. Anywho. So, Jack walked in with this big ass shiner on his eye. He got it covered up with a baseball cap. And Becca's like, oh no, you didn't just walk up in here with a black eye. And you supposed to be down at the gym. So all you're supposed to be doing is hitting a boxing bag, not hitting real people. So she made him promise to not box again. But I, for some reason, just didn't see that happening because boxing is what keeps Jack sober. I think boxing also helps with his PTSD as well. Well, Beth is feeling the brunt of being unemployed, and I'm still pretty peeved about her losing her job. I'm pissed off about that. She making follow-up calls to people she just submitted resumes into. But she ain't getting no call back. She ain't getting no answers either. In the meantime, the girls are just adding fuel to the fire, right? They short on their Girl Scout sales, and they used to be hooked up by going to Beth's job, getting at least 150 orders. I was like, damn, how big was Beth's company? Anyway, Randall is about to go ahead down to Philly to go to a church, go to an all-black church. He's trying to connect with the people. Politicians always go after them good old church folk. I don't know what it is between politicians and church folk. They gotta get a good service behind them or something like that. Anyway, over at Kevin's house, he still got questions about who's the woman in the photo. He was talking to Zoe. I call her Zoe instead of Zoe. But she had her headphones on, and then she like perked up like, hey, I just finished my documentary. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And I am not a fan of too many documentaries myself. But if you have not watched Whose Streets, W-H-O-S-E, Whose Streets, find it on Hulu because it's on there. And it's a documentary about Ferguson and the protesters some of the protesters that was involved in Ferguson. You get to see a lot of the imagery and footage that they weren't showing on the news. And an old acquaintance of mine actually put it together. Damon Davis. Lord Jesus. Damon is my brother. Anyway, Kev, he wanted to celebrate with her. And she finished her documentary. And Zoe was like, nah, I want to celebrate too, but not with you. That this is my time for me to decompress. It's my me time. I need to go get that right now. Whenever time my project is over, I go to a hotel, get a room, and I pamper the hell out of myself. I totally get that. Zoe. I gotta have me some me time too. Sometimes I used to have a day called Tranquil Thursday where I would cut everybody off. Had a voice recording on my phone about this is Tranquil Thursday. Don't even bother to leave a message because I'm not gonna call you back. That's how my phone used to go. Give me some candles and some cranberry juice and some cheese. I don't drink, so we got the cranberry juice and cheese and get some bubbles up in the tub and just soak. Oh, that is the best ever. I need to do that right now. I'm gonna go soak as soon as I get her. No, I'm not. I gotta go write. I gotta hit 1,667 words by the end of the night. Participate in that no right mo. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. If you're watching this video, and give it a thumbs up. I always say it at the end. I should have said it at the beginning. Thank y'all for being here. I certainly appreciate it. So, Zoe. I don't like her for Kevin. I don't know. They don't match, in my opinion. They are the epitome of opposites attract, but after the attraction, what else is there between them? Kevin, I'm not sure why he's so smitten with somebody who is so dismissive of him. She's a very independent woman, but Zoe doesn't know how to be independently together. That's what I don't get from her. I thought she was going to help him uncover the truth about his dad, but she telling him to stop harping over the photo, like to get over it. I'm like, fuck you, chica. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why does this season have me rooting for Kevin? Kevin was not ever one of my favorite characters. And I'm rooting for Kev right now because I don't like Zoe for him. And I'm all about black girls, rock, do your own thing, be independent, this, that, and the third. Because black girls can't do no wrong, But truth be told, I want to throw a rock at her. That's for real though. So little Randall say he been bullied at school. And some kid named Dylan, he asked Jack to teach him how to box so he could defend himself. Excuse me, y'all. And Jack's like, your damn mama just gave me a whole speech about boxing, so that's a no. We're going to call the school tomorrow. Randall's like, no, I don't call the school because I'll be teased for being a snitch. I promise. I won't defend myself unless I have to. I just need to know that I can defend myself. I was thinking that he was ready to whoop Kevin ass. That's why he wanted to learn how to box. But I guess I was wrong. Shoot. I'm only wrong 2.3456% of the time. So Randall head to the church over in Philly so he can connect with the people, like I said. And the girl standing next to him looked just like Tika something to me. Anybody else catch that? She looked like Tika something. She didn't have no lines. She was just an extra, but that's who she looked like. Anywho, he looked down the road and saw her, digging him up. Okay, I'm like, all right. Then Saul get called to the pulpit by the preacher. He gonna read the scripture for us. Well, while he up there, he put Randall on the spot. Like, hey fam, guess who we got here? Greet my boy, all the way from New Jersey. I know he running against me, and I know y'all wouldn't think that I would welcome him in, but come on now. Welcome on in with open hearts. Be my humble family. Randall say, you know what, we own a building not far from here, so we not too distant, son. We not too distant. So Saul called out the fact, you know, hey, you ain't got your family with you. Why don't I stand up with you? He knew doggone well Randall was by himself. Anyway, but I wondered myself why the family didn't go. Does Randall even attend church? Does he attend a black church? I don't remember them talking about that at all. If y'all know, drop that down in the comment section. Oh, and before I go any further, y'all helped me realize last week that I was wrong about Allison and Randall and her dad as far as the time frame that they had their relationship, because they did not meet. Slim Jim Longfoot told me this. They didn't meet until the day that Jack forgot the batteries. Okay, I forgot all about that. So their relationship was not that long. I was like, it was years. It wasn't. But, or yet, because but negates everything that comes before it. Yet, Randall did spend the night over at your house. And I know he had mentioned before, he was like, y'all know them kids fast. They be having sleepovers when their parents ain't around. I just don't see it. I just don't see that the parents didn't know. But somebody else gave me another alternative thing, that maybe the daddy was just being cool with Randall coming around, but then it's come to time for him to actually go out to prom with his daughter. He's like, oh no, I can't handle this no more. Maybe that's what happened. So we don't know. There's some possibilities. So here we go. Solomon killed Randall with kindness, baby, with some niceties. He even told the congregation, like I said, to welcome him, you know, accept him with open arms and open minds. Bigged him up, kept calling him my friend. You know, Randall even responded, okay, friend. Randall peep game on that. I was like, what a way to smooth the crowd, Saul. Make Solomon look good, even more righteous to everybody else. And after service, Solomon was still shaking hands with the people. And Randall was just there by his lonesome. You know, Kev called him up and say, hey, I want to swing through. And Randall like, nah, bro, I don't need my rich white brother to come up into a neighborhood that I ain't even accepted in. No, that, I ain't gonna let that fly. But I think Kevin is trying to get him to let him in on the daddy, you know, necklace, Vietnamese woman, you know, thingy-majiggy. In the meantime, little audio ain't feeling too well. You know, Kate took him out on a walk a little earlier, and he ate something out the trash, you know. Toby is up, walking around, but he still don't look like he up to anything. Toby like, what the hell did you do? Why were you watching him? You know, he just flip out at her, upset. You know, now, let me tell you, even if I wasn't in a depressed mode, my dog came back sick, said he ate something, you know what it was, I probably would flip out too. I don't have to be depressed to flip out about audio, eating something out of the trash, and you supposed to be watching him. So, but dogs are dogs. Dogs eat everything. They even eat their own poop if they had to. Well, anyway, you know, Kate, you know, she seemed to be walking on eggshells right now around Toby. And she probably, I didn't think that she realized that this is how he felt, you know, since they met. She is always so delicate and so fragile, but she did mention at the end, you've been, you know, pulling me down off of cliffs since the day you met me. I understand that, but I'm a little bit stronger. Yes, I'm a little bit stronger now. So Randall have Kevin meet him at this little Korean restaurant, and he is just in awe about the photo too. But he reminds Kevin this was one part of Dad that he did not want us to know. So Kevin is like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should just leave it alone. Pardon me. I'm surprised that Randall didn't want to dig a little deeper, because Randall's the one that always wants to know Jack better. He wants to be more connected with Jack, which is kind of the boxing situation. So, but while Kevin got fans coming out the woodwork. Apparently, the Manny was like the #1 show in Korea. So, first Randall didn't want this white movie star brother to be in the hood with him, but maybe this is exactly what he needs. So, they go back to the office and he look at the statistics and like, 95% of the community, I think that's what he said. Only 25% of the community voted last election. 95% of those votes was the black community that went to Solomon. The community is 50% Korean. And the Korean, less than 10% of the Korean community is even registered to vote. So since the Manny is here and they seem to like you, seem to draw to you, let's use what I got and go into this community and try to draw in followers and supporters, right? So Becca walked in on Jack trying to teach little Randall how to box. Baby, she flipped out. Ooh, he told her about the bullying, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You ain't finna let a 12-year-old tell you what the heck we gonna do. We gonna call this principal right now. She said, you can go de-stress any way that you want to, but when it comes to my doggone son, you better let me know what the heck is going on. But I think that Randall should know how to defend himself personally. I really do. Especially a black boy. You need to know how to defend yourself. I think every person, male, female, man or woman, whichever, whatever y'all want to say, the non-genderless people, everybody, everything should know how to defend themselves. I don't know, for some reason, her conversation the reaction reminded me of the parent who found a condom in their kid's room and flipped out about them having condoms. They flipped out about them having sex and not what having the condoms really meant. Like, they trying to protect themselves. And right now, it's our job as parents to educate them even further so they can make the right choices. They might not ever use that condom. They may decide to wait, but at least they got it just in case the situation happens. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the cookie sale is not going too good for the girls. The first location they headed to was already popped up by another troop. And baby Tess got a serious attitude. Yes, she do. She was like, we should have been with Riley. Riley and them already sold 40 bucks. Riley mama wasn't stupid enough to forget the swiper. I was like, what the hell is the swiper? They was talking about the square reader. But she was going on and on and on to the point Beth was like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Everybody was like, what? Baby, I clutched my invisible pearls. You heard me? So, but I actually was surprised that Beth allowed Tess to pop off that much. She stopped her ass in the parking lot to Beth that I knew. Daisy was looking like, uh-oh, what the heck just happened? Trouble, trouble. I know I don't say it the right way, but if y'all know what comedian used to say, trouble, trouble. If y'all know what comedian used to say that, put it down in the comment section. I ain't got no movie line, I don't think, today, or no TV show line. But there's a comedian that used to always say trouble. Y'all know who that is. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna give y'all one hint. He has passed on. And it's a he, so that's 2 hints. Okay. Anyway, so Beth was like, let's go. Game over. Time to go home. Okay. It looked like Deja girls with dreads too. Okay, Deja girl, I see you. Well, Beth called the principal and finds out there ain't no new students from New York at the school. Matter of fact, there is no kid named Dylan at the school. So maybe, I was like, did he really want to whoop Kevin's ass instead? Well, Jack got to find out the truth, right? So let me tell y'all the truth in relation to Toby. It annoys the cowboy shit up out of me for somebody who is going through a depressive episode and to be continuously asked over and over again, you all right? How you feeling? You all right? You all right? Because honestly, in that moment, we don't believe that you really want to know the truth. What you want to hear from us is that I'm okay. That's what you really want to hear. And if I really opened up and told you the truth about what I'm feeling, you wouldn't know what to do with that. And you really don't want that responsibility. So stop asking, are you okay? People ask that during funerals. I can't stand when people ask that too during the funeral. You okay? You okay? Why do you think no, I ain't fucking okay? Okay, anyway. A whole nother tangent. Whole nother tangent. Anyway, Toby finally get up, decide to get into the shower. You know, showers feel good for me. I'm feeling down. Baths, I kind of soak in my misery when I'm in the bathtub. You'll watch a romantic TV show or TV movie, and when the girl is all depressed, they get in the tub and she, just crying and bawling and whatever. And then she get out and she want to crawl to the covers. Showers usually make you cry in the shower, but once the water blend in with the water, and then the water is the only thing that's left coming down your face. And when you turn that shower off, you're renewed and rejuvenated. You're ready to get back into the world. Well, Toby got up, like I said, he got dressed, took a shower, combed his hair, brushed his beard and everything. And sometimes it seems like it comes and goes just like that. And then sometimes we are just pretending. We're going through the motions. We paint on a smile when we feel like crying. We say we're okay when we're really not. We get dressed, go through the motions, hoping it's going to make us feel better. But the reality of it sometimes just wins. Like y'all hear me say, if y'all watch my Traveling Talk Tuesday, actually I do it more in my random ride to work. So I use random ride to work sometimes to de-stress. And sometimes you may see me with a little lip gloss on. My hair may actually be combed instead of pulled back in this ponytail. And I say I'm sprucing myself up to make myself feel better, but really I'm wearing a clown face. It's, and behind the painted on face is tears of a clown, because I'm just like, I'm really not feeling my best inside right now. I'm just pretending. And that's basically what Toby did. That's basically what Toby did. He got on and put on his makeup and lasted on a smile, but he had to be honest. He's like, it didn't work. It did not work for me. So Kate is like, well, audio, he want to go outside. I think we should go for the walk. And he's like, nah, I ain't gonna go. Then she said, Toby, I just really think you should go for the walk with me. Sorry about that. Somebody just WhatsApped me and fucked up my video and stopped it and stuff. Somebody I don't even want to talk to right now. So anyway, my therapist in St. Louis used to try to convince me that what I was feeling wasn't real, that I was making myself feel bad, and that I'm not as bad off as I think I am because other people feel just the same way that I do. That's why I called her condescending bitch. That's why earlier when I said that he needed somebody professional to talk to that cares, that's why I added that part on there. My damn computer is locked up again. Y'all, I'm having technical difficulties. I wish I could block people on WhatsApp, because that motherfucker just text again and cut my shit off again. Well, when Randall getting the Koreans to register to vote, there was one citizen that came out and checked his ass real quick. I see right through you, brother. You real transparent. You can't beat Saul on his turf, so you come this way hoping we gonna vote for you. You ain't never been here before, and after today, you probably gonna never come back again. And I don't know why, but when Randall gave his little speech, it caught me in my feels. And the difference between the Koreans and the black community in this show is they actually listened. I mean, the dude's sister was translating, but she was translating for her grandmother, but everybody else that was around stopped to listen to what Randall had to say. Our people just blew him off. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even let him get a word in edgewise. Well, Jack confronts Randall about the lie, and like I said, Randall felt he needed to learn how to fight to get through life. Jack tells him your brain is gonna get you through, and I'm gonna reserve my opinion on that because I'm so opinionated, y'all already know. Anyway, I love the fact that this episode is focusing on voting and registering. So like I said, before I wrap this video up, on November 6th, get out there and go vote. If you don't know by now, learn who your candidates are, learn about their voting history, and see if they line up with the way that you think. You don't need to be swayed to think anyway. If somebody lines up the way you think, then that's who you vote for. But if you can be swayed to look at another viewpoint and you can agree with that too, then so be it. The other measures that are on the balance, find out what they are, so that way you can be educated when you go into the polls and be like, I don't know what this means. You got time. You still got like a whole damn week right now. But go out there November 6th and vote. Vote, vote, vote. But a young Korean guy comes into Randall's office and says, you know, my grandmother never cared about voting before. She felt that the politicians don't really care. I feel that way too, but I still vote. Anyway, but after meeting you today, after 75 years, she registered to vote for the first time in her life. That is a powerful, powerful statement. And she did so because you convinced her that you cared. So don't fuck it up, Randall. That's what he basically was saying at the end. He didn't say that, but that's basically what he meant. Well, the young man has a master's in poli-sci, which is political science. And he's ran a campaign before, and he just offered Randall to be his campaign manager. And well, come on in. And we learned his name is Jaewon, but most non-Koreans call him John. I thought it was in so much respect given by Randall to address that man by his name, Jaewon. That was mad respect. That was also telling him that although I've never been to your community before, we are part of the same community. You know, we caring about the same things right now. And I care enough about you to call you by your given name. Don't you hate it when people just automatically change your name and give you a nickname? Like your name, William. They come up to you, hey, Bill. No, my name ain't Bill, it's William. Or, you know, your name is Kimberly, and they just shorten it to Kim. Kimberly. Until I tell you can call me Kim, it's Kimberly. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people do that too. It's one of the pet peeves of mine. Okay, well, in the end, Becca conceded and allowed Jack to box and to teach the family, basically. And I wonder if she realized that he was sharing something about Nikki, something that he rarely did. She even asked to learn herself. So Randall slid into Saul's office, and we had like a kind of overlapping thing where Jack was teaching him about the game of boxing and the sport of boxing, and how when one of the boxers get hit, they get hit hard. They still smile because they don't want the other boxer to know how much pain he was in. Okay, so this is basically what Randall did with Saul, because I told you Saul got him good, and Randall called that too. He saw it too. He walked in there and he said, you know, I see you, bro. I know what you did. You slicker than oil. You slicker than oil, Saul. You were kind and you were gracious to me, and at the same time, you made it very clear that I was not wanted. Well played. But I got you, boo, because I'm winning the Koreans. So Cam decided to go to Vietnam, and he asked Zoe to go with him. And she said yes. So now we back at the point where they were on a plane together. On my focus, sorry about that. Randall, he come in, bouncing off the walls like, boo, I got some news for you, girl. I got some news for you. Beth is sitting on the couch with her glass of wine ready to unload at him like Deja suggested that she do. Finally, after all these weeks, she tells him how she feels. And I know we can't read minds, but Beth reads Randall like a book. We was talking about this in the comment section on last week's video. These Pearsons can be a little self-centered at times and always worried about how they feel and what they thinking of feeling. Like all this time, they seem to be so well connected as a couple. Like I say, Beth reads Randall like a book, but Randall did not one time recognize that his wife was hurting, that she was sad, that she was upset. Like Deja said, he feels like he could tell you you're exceptional and you're going to believe it because he says it so easy. It just falls off his tongue so easy. But he asked her to join the campaign. And Beth is like, don't be giving me no pity job. He assured her it's not that. He just knows that together they are a winning team. Together they are. So let's win this thing together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna win this thing by myself. I forgot the words to the song. You make me better. You make me better. I can't remember the words of the song. I sing it all the time. Whatever. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming back. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.